America has a complicated relationship with the word salad. Somewhere between the 1920s and 1970s, we decided that any cold food mixed in a bowl and served at potlucks could be called salad, regardless of whether vegetables were involved. Jello with fruit? Salad. Marshmallows and whipped cream? Salad. Snickers bars and pudding? Believe it or not, salad. These dishes are delicious, nostalgic, and deeply confusing to anyone who thinks salad means lettuce. Let's explore 25 recipes that are definitely not salads, but are absolutely called salads anyway. Number 1. Jello Salad. Jello Salad was the 1950s and 60s answer to the question, what if dessert was a side dish? Lime Jello, always lime, the most confusing flavor for a salad, dissolved in hot water, then partially set until syrupy. Canned pineapple chunks, mandarin oranges, or fruit cocktail suspended in the gelatin. Sometimes cottage cheese mixed in, creating white lumps throughout the green gel. Shredded carrots occasionally appeared, adding orange flecks and the vague suggestion of vegetables. The mixture poured into a mold and refrigerated until firm and jiggly. Unmolded onto a plate, it wobbled with the slightest movement. Each spoonful was cold, sweet, and texturally bizarre. The jello melted slightly on your tongue, while the fruit provided chewy resistance. The cottage cheese added creamy lumps with tangy flavor that clashed beautifully with the sweet jello. This was not salad. This was sweetened gelatin with stuff in it, but calling it salad made it acceptable to serve alongside pot roast and mashed potatoes, which was the entire point. Number 2. Ambrosia Salad. Ambrosia Salad was Southern tradition masquerading as health food. Canned mandarin oranges drained and patted dry formed the fruit base. Canned pineapple chunks added tropical sweetness. Maraschino cherries contributed that distinctive artificial cherry flavor and bright red color. Mini marshmallows, crucial ingredient, provided soft, pillowy sweetness. Shredded coconut added texture and tropical flavor. Everything folded together with either Cool Whip or real whipped cream, coating each piece in white fluff. Sour cream sometimes joined the mix, adding tangинess that balanced the aggressive sweetness. The salad chilled for hours, letting the marshmallows soften slightly and the flavors meld. Each spoonful delivered multiple textures, the orange's tenderness, pineapple's slight resistance, cherry's firmness, marshmallows' soft chew, coconut shred, all bound by sweet cream. This was candy pretending to be fruit salad. The name Ambrosia, food of the gods, was the only honest part, acknowledging this was pure indulgence. Number 3. Waldorf Salad. Waldorf Salad has actual vegetables, which makes it closer to real salad than most entries here, but the mayonnaise base and fruit-heavy composition push it into questionable territory. Crisp apples diced into chunks provided sweet tart flavor and crunch. Celery sliced thin added that distinctive celery snap and slight bitterness. Walnuts contributed earthy richness and crunchy texture. Red grapes halved brought juicy sweetness. Everything bound together with mayonnaise. Lots of mayonnaise, creating a thick, creamy coating. Some versions added a touch of lemon juice to prevent apple browning and add brightness. The mixture chilled, letting the apples release slight moisture into the mayo. Each forkful had crisp apple coated in rich mayo, crunchy celery, buttery walnuts, and sweet grape bursts. The mayo made it decadent, coating your mouth with richness. The celery's bitterness balanced the apple's sweetness. The walnuts added earthy depth. This was created at New York's Waldorf Hotel in the 1890s as elegant fare, but the heavy mayo dressing made it more salad-adjacent than actual salad. Number 4. Snickers Salad. Snickers Salad was Midwest potluck culture at its most unhinged. Snickers bars chopped into chunks formed the salad base, chocolate, peanuts, nougat, caramel, all coated in candy shell. Granny Smith apples diced provided the only produce, their tartness crucial against the candy's sweetness. Cool Whip folded and bound everything together with sweet, fluffy cream. Some versions added a package of instant vanilla pudding mixed with milk, creating even more sweetness and thickness. The mixture chilled, softening the candy bars slightly while keeping them distinct. Each spoonful delivered chunks of candy bar, the chocolate coating, chewy caramel, peanuts, all slightly softened. The apple provided tart crunch that cut through the sweetness. The Cool Whip coated everything in sweet fluff. This was dessert that someone decided to call salad, probably to justify eating it at lunch. The apples granted it the flimsiest claim to salad status, like putting one vegetable in cake and calling it health food. Number 5. Watergate Salad. Watergate Salad earned its name during the 1970s scandal, though the connection was nebulous at best. Instant pistachio pudding mix, the bright green powder, combined with canned crushed pineapple with its juice. The pudding thickened immediately, creating a naturally green, thick base. Mini marshmallows folded and contributed sweetness and soft texture. Chopped pecans or walnuts added crunch. Cool Whip mixed throughout made everything fluffy and light. The salad chilled, letting the marshmallows absorb moisture and soften. Each spoonful was aggressively green, sweet, and fluffy. The pistachio flavor was artificial but distinctive. The pineapple added fruity sweetness and slight acidity. The marshmallows were soft and yielding. The nuts provided the only textural resistance. This was pudding-based dessert salad, the green color the only connection to vegetables that ever existed. Some versions added coconut, others included mandarin oranges. All were equally divorced from actual salad. Number 6. Macaroni Salad. Macaroni salad has a legitimate claim to being actual salad. It contains vegetables, but the pasta-to-vegetable ratio is so pasta-heavy that it's really pasta with vegetable garnish. Elbow macaroni cooked until tender, rinsed in cold water, formed the bulk. Mayonnaise in generous amounts coated every piece of pasta, making it rich and creamy. Celery diced fine added crunch and freshness. Hard-boiled eggs chopped contributed protein and richness. Sweet pickle relish or diced pickles provided tang and sweetness. Onions minced fine added bite. Prepared mustard gave slight heat and yellow color. Everything mixed together and chilled, letting the pasta absorb mayo and flavors. Each forkful was mostly tender pasta coated in thick mayo with occasional crunch from celery, creamy egg pieces, and sweet tart pickle bursts. The ratio was wrong for salad. This was carbs with mayo, vegetables as afterthought. But it appeared at every BBQ and picnic as salad, filling the vegetable requirement despite being mostly pasta and mayonnaise. Number 7. Cranberry Fluff. Cranberry Fluff appeared at Thanksgiving tables, claiming to be salad while being purely dessert. Canned cranberry sauce, the jellied kind that retained can ridges, broke up into chunks. Crushed pineapple drained provided tropical sweetness. Mini marshmallows contributed more sweetness and soft texture. Cool Whip in copious amounts bound everything into pink fluff. Some versions added chopped pecans or walnuts for crunch. Maraschino cherries sometimes joined for color. The mixture folded together gently to maintain fluffiness, then chilled to set. Each spoonful was pink, sweet and cloud-like in texture. The cranberry sauce provided tart bursts against the Cool Whip's sweetness. The pineapple added fruity complexity. The marshmallows were soft pillows throughout. This was called salad and placed on Thanksgiving tables between actual vegetables, confusing the entire meal structure. The cranberry connection to Thanksgiving gave it legitimacy it didn't deserve, masking that it was essentially fruit-flavored whipped topping. Number 8. Potato Salad. Potato salad has the word salad in the name but is fundamentally a starch dish with mayonnaise dressing. Potatoes boiled until tender, cooled, and diced formed the bulk. Mayonnaise coated everything heavily, making each piece slippery and rich. Prepared mustard added tang and yellow color. Hard-boiled eggs diced contributed richness and protein. Celery provided the token vegetable, minced fine and barely noticeable. Sweet pickle relish added sweetness and tang. Onions minced fine gave bite. Paprika dusted on top provided color. Everything mixed and chilled, letting the potatoes absorb flavors. Each forkful was cool, creamy potato coated in mayo, with occasional egg richness, slight celery crunch, and pickle tang. The potato-to-vegetable ratio was absurd for anything claiming salad status. This was mayonnaise-bound starches with vegetable garnish. Delicious, certainly. Traditional, absolutely. But calling potatoes with mayo a salad stretched the definition beyond recognition. Yet it appeared at every picnic and BBQ as the salad option. Number 9. 7-Layer Salad. 7-layer salad made layers visible through glass bowl sides, creating visual appeal while remaining questionable as actual salad. Iceberg lettuce, shredded, formed the bottom layer, the only traditional salad component. Frozen peas, barely thawed, scattered over the lettuce. Diced celery added crunch. Chopped hard-boiled eggs contributed richness. Crumbled bacon provided smoke and salt. Shredded cheddar cheese covered everything. Mayo mixed with a little sugar spread thick on top, sealing everything. The salad chilled overnight, the mayo seeping down through layers. When served, each scoop delivered all 7 layers: crispy lettuce, sweet peas, crunchy celery, rich egg, salty bacon, sharp cheese, all bound by sweet mayo. The overnight rest softened the lettuce and let flavors meld. The mayo sugar topping created a sweet barrier that soaked into everything below. This was salad in structure only. The overwhelming presence of mayo, bacon, and cheese made it more like deconstructed sandwich filling in bowl form. Number 10. Frog Eye Salad. Frog Eye Salad earned its name from the tiny pasta balls that resembled amphibian eyes. Azzini di pepe, tiny round pasta, cooked, drained, and cooled, formed the base. Canned pineapple chunks and crushed pineapple added tropical sweetness. Mandarin orange segments contributed citrus flavor. Mini marshmallows provided signature sweet fluff. Shredded coconut added texture. A cooked custard made from egg yolks, sugar, and pineapple juice folded in, while warm, coating the pasta and creating richness. Cool Whip folded in after everything cooled, making it fluffy. The mixture chilled overnight, letting the pasta absorb custard. Each spoonful had tiny pasta balls coated in sweet custard, chewy pineapple chunks, tender orange segments, soft marshmallows, and coconut shreds. The pasta's presence made it distinctly not fruit salad, while the fruit's dominance made it not pasta salad. This existed in limbo, a dessert pasta hybrid claiming salad status through sheer tradition. Number 11. Coleslaw with mayo. Coleslaw technically qualifies as actual salad. It's primarily cabbage, but the mayonnaise-heavy American versions push it into questionable territory. Cabbage shredded fine-formed the base, raw and crisp. Carrots shredded added color and slight sweetness. Mayonnaise in heavy amounts coated every strand, making everything slippery and rich. Sugar added sweetness that seemed wrong for vegetables. White vinegar provided tang that cut the mayo's richness. Celery seed added distinctive flavor. The slaw mixed and chilled, the cabbage releasing slight moisture that thinned the dressing. Each forkful delivered crispy cabbage shreds coated in sweet, tangy, creamy mayo. The carrots added color and slight resistance. The cabbage stayed crunchy despite the dressing. This was vegetables technically, but the sugar and mayo transformed it into something more like dessert slaw. The vinegar saved it from being pure mayo vegetable, but barely. KFC-style coleslaw was so sweet it confused whether it was side dish or dessert accompaniment. Number 12. Pretzel Salad. Pretzel salad was 3-layer confusion: salty, sweet, and completely divorced from salad reality. The bottom layer was crushed pretzels mixed with melted butter and sugar, pressed into a pan and baked until set, literally a dessert crust. The middle layer was cream cheese beaten with sugar and Cool Whip, spread over the cooled crust. This was cheesecake filling. The top layer was strawberry jello with frozen strawberries, poured over and chilled until set, flavored gelatin. The finished salad cut into squares revealed 3 distinct layers. Each bite started with salty sweet pretzel crunch, moved through rich tangy cream cheese fluff, ended with sweet strawberry jello and fruit. The combination was intentionally contrasting, salt and sweet, creamy and jiggly, crunchy and soft. This was dessert bar pretending to be salad. The pretzel salt provided the only savory element, but surrounded by sugar, cream cheese, and Jello. It was dessert through and through. Number 13. Pistachio Salad. Pistachio Salad was Watergate Salad's cousin, same green pudding base, slightly different additions. Instant pistachio pudding mix combined with canned crushed pineapple and its juice, thickening immediately into bright green paste. Cottage cheese folded in added white lumps and tangy flavor that clashed interestingly with the sweet pudding. Mini marshmallows contributed softness. Chopped pecans provided crunch. Cool Whip made everything fluffy. Some versions added mandarin oranges for more fruit. The mixture chilled, becoming firmer as the pudding set completely. Each spoonful was aggressively green, sweet, and textured. The pistachio flavor was artificial, but nostalgic. The cottage cheese added creamy, tangy lumps throughout. The marshmallows softened into pillows. The pecans were the only crunch. This was pudding salad, a category that exists solely in American potluck culture, where salad meant cold dish that isn't meat. Number 14. Cherry Coke Salad. Cherry Coke Salad combined 2 sodas worth of sugar into one salad. Cherry Jello dissolved in hot water, then Coca-Cola replaced the cold water usually called for, the carbonation creating slight fizz before dissolving. Canned cherry pie filling stirred in contributed thick, sweet cherries and gooey filling. Chopped pecans added crunch and earthiness. The mixture poured into a mold and chilled until firm. Some versions added cream cheese layer on top. Each spoonful was dark red, intensely sweet, and thick from the pie filling. The Coke flavor was subtle but present, adding complexity beyond plain Jello. The cherries were soft and syrupy. The pecans provided the only textural interest. The Jello held everything in wobbly suspension. This was sugar on sugar on sugar, called salad, served at church potlucks as if it belonged on the same table as green beans. The cherry pie filling made it more dessert-like than even regular Jello salad. Number 15. Million Dollar Salad. Million Dollar Salad earned its name from seeming luxurious, despite being made from canned goods. Canned pineapple chunks drained thoroughly provided tropical base. Canned mandarin orange segments added citrus sweetness. Maraschino cherries chopped contributed bright red color and distinctive artificial cherry flavor. Mini marshmallows supplied pillowy sweetness. Shredded coconut added texture. Sour cream, the million-dollar ingredient, replaced Cool Whip, adding tanginess and richness. Everything folded together gently and chilled. Each spoonful delivered multiple fruit flavors and textures: pineapple's firm chew, orange's tenderness, cherry's firmness, marshmallow's softness, coconut's shred, all coated in tangy sour cream. The sour cream elevated it beyond typical Cool Whip salads, adding complexity and less cloying sweetness. But it was still fruit and marshmallows and cream, dessert pretending to be salad through sheer confidence and expensive-seeming name. Number 16. Taco Salad. Taco salad had lettuce, which technically made it salad, but the ratio of lettuce to everything else was so skewed it was really taco, filling in an edible bowl. The shell was fried tortilla formed into a bowl, carbs as vessel. Iceberg lettuce shredded formed a thin base, the token salad component. Seasoned ground beef, still warm, piled on top. Shredded cheddar cheese covered the beef, melting slightly from the meat's heat. Diced tomatoes added moisture and freshness. Sour cream dolloped on provided cooling creaminess. Salsa contributed acid and spice. Black olives sliced scattered throughout. Crushed Doritos or tortilla chips topped everything, adding crunch. Each forkful was mostly beef, cheese, and chips, with lettuce as afterthought. The warm beef melted the cheese. The sour cream and salsa created sauce. The lettuce wilted under the warm toppings. The fried shell bowl was meant to be eaten, adding even more carbs. This was deconstructed taco called salad because lettuce was technically present. Number 17. Orange Fluff. Orange fluff was the orange version of multiple fruit fluff salads, equally non-salad. Orange Jello mixed with boiling water dissolved, then cooled until syrupy. Cottage cheese folded and created white lumps throughout the orange gel. Canned mandarin oranges drained added fruit pieces. Crushed pineapple contributed more sweetness. Cool Whip folded in made everything fluffy and lightened the color to pale orange. The mixture chilled until set, but still fluffy, not fully firm like solid Jello. Each spoonful was cold, sweet, and texturally interesting. The cottage cheese's lumpy texture contrasted with Cool Whip's smoothness and Jello's slight firmness. The oranges provided fruit flavor beyond the artificial Jello. The pineapple added tropical notes. The cottage cheese's tanginess balanced sweetness, but barely. This was dessert fluff, the cottage cheese granting it protein and the flimsy claim to being more substantial than pure Cool Whip dessert. Number 18. Deviled Egg Salad. Deviled Egg Salad took deviled eggs and made them spoonable, existing in the liminal space between egg salad and something else. Hard-boiled eggs peeled and chopped, not minced, keeping some texture, formed the base. Mayonnaise bound everything together, coating each egg piece. Prepared yellow mustard added tang and color. Sweet pickle relish contributed sweetness and crunch. Paprika stirred in or dusted on top provided color and slight smokiness. The mixture chilled, letting flavors meld. Each forkful was cool, creamy egg chunks coated in tangy mayo with sweet pickle bursts and mustard sharpness. The eggs stayed distinct pieces rather than becoming paste. The mayo made it rich and slightly heavy. This was protein salad, the term salad applied to anything cold and mayo-bound, vegetables optional. Served on lettuce, it became salad through proximity to actual salad ingredients. Served on bread, it was egg salad sandwich. The context determined whether it counted as salad. Number 19. Pink stuff. Pink stuff was the generic term for a category of fruit Cool Whip combinations that appeared at every potluck. Canned fruit cocktail drained formed the fruit base, peaches, pears, grapes, cherries all present. Strawberry Jello powder sprinkled dry over the fruit, not dissolved, not set, just powder coating. Cool Whip folded in turned everything pink from the Jello powder. Mini marshmallows added more sweetness. The mixture chilled, the Jello powder dissolving slightly into the Cool Whip's moisture, creating pink color and strawberry flavor. Each spoonful was sweet, pink, and fruity. The fruit cocktail's various textures provided interest: soft peaches, firmer pears, grapes that popped. The marshmallows were pillowy, the Cool Whip coated everything in sweet fluff, the Jello powder added artificial strawberry flavor. This was so generic that it went by color. Pink stuff, green stuff, pistachio, orange stuff, proving it was substance-less dessert, claiming salad status. Number 20. Christmas Salad. Christmas salad achieved holiday status through color coordination rather than any actual salad qualities. Cream cheese beaten with sugar and vanilla formed the rich base. Maraschino cherries, red ones, chopped contributed one holiday color. Crushed pineapple drained provided moisture and sweetness. Green grapes halved added the other holiday color. Chopped pecans contributed crunch. Whipped cream folded in made everything fluffy and light. The mixture spread in a dish and chilled until firm enough to cut. Each forkful was red and green throughout, festive if nothing else. The cream cheese provided tangy richness. The cherries were sweet and artificial tasting. The pineapple added fruit complexity. The grapes were fresh and juicy. The pecans provided earthy crunch. This was cheesecake-adjacent dessert shaped into salad form, appearing on Christmas tables because it looked festive, not because anyone believed it was vegetables. Number 21. Glorified Rice. Glorified rice was Minnesota's answer to rice pudding, made salad through cold temperature and fruit additions. White rice cooked until very tender formed the base. Canned pineapple chunks, drained and chopped, added sweetness. Maraschino cherries sliced contributed color and flavor. Mini marshmallows provided sweetness and texture. Whipped cream, real whipped cream, not Cool Whip in traditional versions, folded in, made everything rich and fluffy. The mixture chilled thoroughly. Each spoonful had tender rice coated in whipped cream, with fruit pieces and soft marshmallows throughout. The rice provided substance and slight starch. The pineapple added tropical sweetness. The cherries were distinctive and artificial tasting. The marshmallows softened into pillows. The whipped cream made it rich and light simultaneously. This was rice pudding's cold cousin, called salad, because it was served cold at gatherings, proving that temperature determined classification more than ingredients. Number 22. Cottage cheese and fruit. Cottage cheese with canned fruit claimed salad status and health food status simultaneously while being neither. Cottage cheese scooped onto a plate formed the protein base, lumpy curds in creamy liquid. Canned peach halves, pear halves, or pineapple rings arranged around the cottage cheese added fruit. Maraschino cherry placed in the center provided color. Iceberg lettuce leaf under everything granted the thinnest claim to salad status. Each bite combined tangy, lumpy cottage cheese with sweet, soft canned fruit. The cottage cheese was cold and creamy, with that distinctive dairy tang. The fruit was sugar syrup sweet, tender almost to mushiness. The cherry was pure candy. The lettuce was ignored entirely, serving as plate decoration. This appeared on diet plates and lunch counters as healthy because cottage cheese meant protein and fruit meant vitamins. But the canned fruit's sugar syrup made it questionable health food, and the lettuce's token presence made it questionable salad. Number 23. Seafood salad. Seafood salad had vegetables but was really mayo-bound protein claiming salad status through linguistic trickery. Imitation crab, surimi, flaked apart formed the bulk. Small cooked shrimp added more seafood. Celery diced fine provided token crunch. Sometimes diced cucumber added freshness. Mayonnaise in heavy amounts coated everything. Lemon juice added brightness. Old Bay or seafood seasoning contributed flavor. The mixture chilled, letting flavors meld. Each forkful was mostly imitation crab, coated in rich mayo, with occasional shrimp and celery crunch. The imitation crab was sweet and vaguely fish-flavored. The shrimp added proper seafood taste. The celery was minimal. The mayo dominated, making everything creamy and rich. Served in avocado halves or tomato cups, it looked like salad. Served on bread, it was seafood salad sandwich. The context of serving determined category, proving these salads were defined by presentation rather than content. Number 24. Broccoli salad. Broccoli salad actually contained vegetables, but the bacon, cheese, and mayo dressing overwhelmed any healthy pretense. Raw broccoli florets chopped small formed the base, the legitimate vegetable component. Cooked bacon crumbled contributed smoke, salt, and fat. Shredded cheddar cheese added more richness. Sunflower seeds provided crunch. Raisins or dried cranberries contributed unexpected sweetness. The dressing was mayonnaise mixed with sugar and vinegar, creating sweet, tangy coating. Everything tossed together and chilled, the broccoli slightly softening from the acidic dressing. Each forkful had crunchy raw broccoli, crispy bacon, sharp cheese, nutty sunflower seeds, chewy sweet raisins, all coated in sweet mayo dressing. The broccoli stayed crisp, providing actual vegetable texture. But the bacon-cheese-mayo combination made it more indulgent than healthy. The raisins added confusion, sweetness in what should be savory. This was vegetables made acceptable through overwhelming them with bacon and mayo, proving that anything could be salad if you added enough fat. Number 25. Cookie salad. Cookie salad was Iowa and Minnesota's most unhinged contribution, literally cookies in Cool Whip called salad. Fudge stripe cookies, the striped shortbread kind, broken into pieces formed the salad base. Canned mandarin oranges drained added fruit, granting the flimsiest claim to being salad. Instant vanilla pudding mix combined with buttermilk created thick, tangy base. Cool Whip folded in made everything fluffy. The cookies stirred in last, their chocolate coating slightly melting from the moisture. The mixture chilled briefly. Too long and the cookies would get soggy. Each spoonful had cookie pieces, some crispy, some softened, coated in tangy sweet pudding cream with occasional orange segment. The cookies stayed partially crunchy if eaten quickly. The buttermilk added unusual tang. The oranges provided fruit flavor that seemed out of place. This was cookies and pudding in whipped topping called salad, served at gatherings next to actual food. The Midwest defended this aggressively, proving that regional pride could override all culinary logic. From Jello molds to cookie chunks in Cool Whip, these 25 dishes proved that America redefined salad to mean cold dish served in bowls at gatherings. None of these are salads in the traditional sense. Most contain no lettuce, minimal vegetables, and aggressive amounts of mayo, Cool Whip, or both. But they're beloved traditions, nostalgia in bowl form, and the reason church potlucks remain unpredictable. They represent an era when convenience foods were novel, when gelatin was considered sophisticated, and when calling dessert salad made it acceptable to eat at lunch. The next time someone serves you bright green Jello with marshmallows and calls it salad, just smile, take a helping, and remember, in America, salad means whatever we want it to mean. If you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the American Unknown channel so we can keep creating hidden foods related videos for you. Thanks for watching.